Hey everyone in RevOps and SaaS. Let's talk about something I bet is on your mind. Those potential deals that, well, just seem to vanish.
Yeah. The slow lead follow-up, right? SDR's completely swamped.
Exactly. And then there's the whole compliance headache on top of it all. It's a
Yeah.
serious issue. I mean, we're seeing stats like 60% of leads just going completely untouched.
60%. Wow. That's a huge amount of potential just slipping away. Makes you really question the old ways, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, which is why today we're going to dive into a really interesting shift that's happening. It's a move away from, the traditional demo-heavy approach.
Towards something more focused on results.
Firstly, focused on outcomes. We're talking about outcome-based selling.
Mhm.
And it's underpinning what some people are already calling assistant as a service, the new way to sell, potentially in 2025.
Assistant as a service. Okay, that's intriguing. It implies a different kind of interaction.
It really is. And a company making waves here is PreCallAI, which comes from UpsaleAI. They're doing this interesting hybrid thing, part SaaS, part AI services. They deliver these omni-channel AI sales assistants.
Ah, so they provide the tech and the service layer.
Exactly. So our mission for this deep dive is to really unpack how folks in RevOps and SaaS can use this kind of AI to leapfrog the old methods. How do you get beyond just showing off features and actually deliver, real outcomes for customers next year?
Okay, let's start with the problem then. Why is that demo-focused selling maybe falling short now? You mentioned speed.
Yeah, speed is a massive factor. Think about it. Someone raises their hand, shows interest, they expect a response, like now. And the data backs it up. 78% of buyers apparently go with the vendor who responds first.
78%. So if your team's tied up just scheduling and doing demos.
You're already behind. You're missing that critical window. Those delays can kill deals before they even start.
Right. And besides speed, there's just the capacity issue, isn't there? How many high-quality demos can a team realistically deliver?
That's the core question, really.
Mm.
And it brings us to this new model, this outcome-driven funnel. First a test drive, then a paid pilot, and then that leads to MRR.
Okay.
And the key difference is each stage is designed to give immediate, tangible value, not just a product tour where you hope something resonates.
So you're moving from showing features to actually letting them experience the result of those features.
Exactly. Let's break down that first stage, the test drive. What's that actually involve?
Yeah, tell me about the test drive.
So it's pretty clever. It's a free 7-day deployment. They give you a pre-built AI assistant, often with an industry-specific kit.
Pre-built, so easy to get going.
That's the beauty of it. The UpsaleAI team handles all the configuration. They customize it, get it running. There's zero technical lift for the user's team.
That alone is huge. Implementation can be such a roadblock.
Totally. And this isn't some sandbox environment. This AI assistant is engaging your actual leads.
Oh, interesting. How?
Through phone, SMS, email, even WhatsApp, whatever makes sense. And the goal is simple. Book qualified, live meetings directly onto your sales team's calendars.
So it's actively working leads in that first week?
Yes, though they limit it to about 20 test drives a month, just for quality control, they say. But yeah, within days, you can see actual booked meetings showing up. That's the outcome.
Okay, that's powerful. Seeing real results, real booked meetings almost immediately, that definitely proves value up front. What comes after a successful test drive?
Right, so if the test drive goes well, you move into the paid pilot phase. This is a longer engagement, usually about 60 days.
60 days. And it's paid, you said?
Yeah, typically in the range of, say, $1,000 to $5,000. The idea is to take what worked in the test drive, maybe it was great at qualifying a certain type of lead, and really expand on it.
Okay, so you're doubling down on the successful use cases. What does that involve technically?
This is where you get deeper integrations, connecting to your CRM, your team's calendars properly. They also do things like voice tuning, so the AI sounds more like your brand.
Ah, customization.
Right, and refining the custom scripts for specific scenarios, objections, that kind of thing. Plus, you get weekly check-ins, optimizations, and a KPI dashboard to track progress.
Makes sense. So the outcome of the pilot isn't just more meetings, it's
proving the model works at a slightly larger scale and building a really clear data-backed case for a full subscription. It de-risks that bigger commitment.
got it. You prove the ROI in a contained way, and then after the pilot, that's the full throttle stage.
Yep, full throttle. That's when you move to a regular subscription, or maybe even look at reseller options if that fits your model.
What does the pricing look like there?
For companies just using the SaaS, it's around $29 to $249 per user per month, plus usage costs for the AI. But they also have these done-for-you plans.
Ah, the fully managed service continues.
Exactly. Those are more like $1,000 to $5,000 a month. And then there's a reseller or white label path, too. But the point is, you only get here after the value has been clearly demonstrated in the earlier stages.
So it builds confidence along the way. It sounds like PreCallAI is positioning itself as much more than just a tool vendor.
Absolutely. They're providing these pre-built, done-for-you AI sales assistants. And they're really focusing them, initially at least, on specific industries like B2B SaaS.
Industry specific. How so?
Well, they come with these kits, right? Pre-trained AI models, specific omnichannel scripts that work for that sector, workflow templates, even knowledge bases relevant to, say, B2B SaaS challenges.
Okay, so it's not a generic bot you have to train from scratch.
Definitely not. And they highlight a few key differentiators, like incredibly fast response times under 30 seconds, they claim.
Wow, 30 seconds across channels.
Yeah, phone, SMS, email, WhatsApp, true omnichannel. The kits are tuned by their team, not just static templates. Compliance is baked in TCPA, GDPR, HI if needed.
Compliance is huge, especially now.
For sure. Plus, they talk about having an experienced team and being Detroit build, which is kind of cool. Their whole positioning statement really sums it up.
What's that?
It's something like, PreCallAI isn't just another AI tool. It's your fully managed AI SDR, ready to deploy.
Yeah.
Handle objections, qualify leads, and book meetings without hiring another rep.
That fully managed and without hiring another rep part really resonates with the potential resource constraints many companies face, even if they want AI.
Exactly. It addresses that pain point directly. So why is this whole approach, this outcome-driven assistant-as-a-service model? Why is this the new way forward for 2025?
Yeah, let's connect the dots.
Well, it boils down to needing sales to be faster, safer, and smarter. We keep coming back to that 78% first responder stat speed is non-negotiable now.
Right. AI clearly helps there.
And safety compliance isn't a nice to have. Having it built in is critical. Smarter means getting results without massive overhead. Companies want automation, but they often don't want the huge dev lift.
The done-for-you aspect again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And fundamentally, it shifts the conversation. Instead of, let me show you our features, it's, let me deliver you qualified meetings this week. It moves from product demos to actual business results.
Tangible results like booked meetings, qualified leads, faster pipeline velocity.
Precisely. And look, they're apparently seeing pilot to subscription conversion rates of over 75%. That suggests the model works, that proving the outcome first really does drive commitment.
That's a very strong conversion rate.
It is. They're not just calling it software. They talk about it being revenue infrastructure or a full revenue engine. They even have this tagline, built by closers, powered by engineers.
Adds credibility, blending sales understanding with tech capability.
Right. And the whole model is designed to be lean and scalable, without the overhead. You have the flexible pricing, the pilots converting well, delivery handled by their team. It avoids a lot of the traditional scaling costs.
It definitely paints a picture of a more efficient, outcome-focused go-to-market strategy, particularly for SaaS.
Absolutely. So just to wrap things up here, we've really explored this big shift, moving away from just demoing products towards selling based on outcomes in 2025.
Using that test drive, paid pilot, MRR funnel.
Exactly. Powered by platforms like PreCallAI, it allows RevOps teams, SaaS companies, to show immediate value, demonstrate clear ROI right from the start.
It changes the initial engagement from a pitch to a proof point, moving from what ifs to here's what we did for you already.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So the final thought for everyone listening is this. How could changing your focus, moving from just showcasing features to actually delivering tangible outcomes, maybe even within the first week, how could that revolutionize your lead engagement?
Yeah, how could it accelerate your revenue growth in 2025?
Right. Think about your funnel. Which part could most benefit from this kind of outcome-driven assistant-as-a-service approach? Definitely something to chew on as you plan for the year ahead.